Hi, Sonny here. This is the intro to the song called the Sentinel by Judas Priest. Another one of those great songs. Tons of riffs throughout the entire song. Timing is a little tricky, but let's go over it. The intro, the first part, is mainly in the key of E minor. That's basically a relative minor of G major. So if you think about it, it's only one sharp. F sharp is only sharp in the scale of G major or E minor. There's no other sharp. So here's the E minor scale. Let's do it on the 7th fret of A string. 7, 9, 10 on the A. So here's right here, the 9th fret on the A string is the F sharp. Okay, and the 7, 9, 10 on the D. And a 7, 9 on the G string. And once you play that, when you start doing the arpeggio, he goes into back to C major. Basically, it's all natural notes with no sharps and no flats. But the first section is in the key of E minor, and there's only one sharp, like I say. So here it goes. First, we play the power chord. The E power chord at the 7th position. So the 7th fret of your A and 9th fret of your D. Alright, so that part right there goes like this. Once you play the power chord on the E, and then you basically move up and you slide up. I use my ring finger, slide on the low E string to the 7th fret. And then play the 7th fret on the A as well, and then play the 4th fret of your D, 5th fret of your D, and play the 4th fret of your D again, and then hammer on and pull off on the 5th fret. Okay, and I play my pinky. I use my pinky on the 7th fret of your A. So do it again. So A, E power chord, 7th fret of E and A, 4th and 5th fret of your D, 4th fret and hammer on, pull off on the 5th fret on the D, and then pinky on the 7th fret of A, 5th fret of your A, and then the C power chord. I use my pinky on the 5th fret of your D string, and index finger on the 3rd fret of your A string. Alright, so again, the first part. This is, well, by the way, this is the way that Judas Priest, KK Downing, and Glenn Tipton play it. A lot of taps, they try to tap it right here. It's a little hard because you have to use your pinky to do this. And I watched KK Downing play it, and he plays it here on the 5th position. So I know this is the right way to do it. So again. And KK Downing and Glenn Tipton used pinky too to play the power chord. Some people use the ring finger. I use my pinky. If your pinky is strong enough, actually it gives a lot of, it's more comfortable because your fingers don't have to stretch as far. Your hand is more comfortable to rest on the neck. Alright, so the next part is 3rd and 2nd fret of your A, and then A power chord, 2, 3, 4, 1. That part right there is open E, 2nd and 3rd fret of E, 5th fret of E, back to 3rd and 2nd fret of E, and then E power chord. One measure in 3 beats, almost 3 beats anyway. And you play the D power chord at 5th position, and then E power chord. Back to that again. So let me play it slowly, the whole thing. So actually, you can include your open E string as well. You don't have to. You rest on the E minor for 2 measure, and then it goes into the arpeggio. Move my finger down a bit so you can see what I'm doing here. So again, I'm play this part for you, so you can hear what it sounds like slowly. All right. So the first 4 notes is an A power chord. You basically mute your string slightly with your right hand, and then you play open A, 2nd fret of your D and G, back to D, back to D. I'm sorry, back to A. So it's open A, 2nd fret of your D and G, back to A, 4 notes. Next pattern is an F chord. You put your fingers on the 3rd fret of your D, 2nd fret of your G, and 1st fret of your B string, and make sure you leave it open on your high E string. So 3rd fret of your D, 2nd fret of your G, open E string, 1st fret of your B string. So that's the next 4 note. Next part is a little tricky. So now I did groups of 4 notes, and it goes into groups of 3 notes. So the next one is like a D chord. So after I do the F chord right here, it's easier for me to just lift up my ring finger and put my pinky on the 3rd fret of your B string. So you have the D chord. And then I play open D string, 2nd fret of your G, 3rd fret of your B. And you stop there. And then you play F chord, back to F chord. So you lift up your pinky, you put your ring finger back on the 3rd fret of your D string. You play that, 2nd fret of your G, 1st fret of your B, and then you move both ring finger and middle finger up, down 1 fret. So now you on your ring fingers on the 3rd fret of your A string, and your middle fingers on the 2nd fret of your D string, and then you play that 3rd fret of your C note, A string, 2nd fret of your D, open G. Alright, so far we have this. I have to play it fast so I can remember how I do it. Oh yeah, okay. So the next part, after you play the C, I play the 2nd fret of your A string with my index finger, and 3rd fret of your A with my ring finger. Or you can use middle finger. I just feel more comfortable using my index finger. And and then play the A power chord. So let me do it again. So groups of 4 notes on the A chord. There's all chords basically. There's A, F, D, F, C, and back to A. So the first 4 note is A, and then D, F chord. Lift up my ring finger, put my pinky on the 3rd fret of your B, on the 3rd fret of your B string, and that's when you switch to 3 notes. F chord, C, and then 2nd fret and 3rd fret of your A, and back to A. So when play slowly, it sounds like this. I'm sorry. Ah. So groups of 4 notes on the A, groups of 4 notes on the F chord, groups of 3 notes on the D, on the F, and C, and then the 2nd and 3rd fret of the A, that's basically B and C note, back to A chord. You play that twice. So that part right there goes like this. Basically, I'm playing a perfect 4th interval on the 5th fret of your D and G. You play that twice, and then open A, and then play the 5th fret of your D and G again. Hold it just for another 8th measure, and the 8th note, and you let go, and then you play the 5th fret of your D and G again, just really quick, and then you go back to, so it goes like this. The last part, twice on the 5th fret of your D and G, open A, 5th fret of D and G again, open A again, 3rd fret of your E, and then A power chord. You can do it. You can use your whatever finger on the 5th fret. It's just more comfortable for me to put my index finger on the 5th fret, and then switch my hand and use my middle finger to play the 3rd fret with your E string, and then you play the A chord. So that's that part. Let me do it again slowly. And after that, it goes into just the riding on the A note, slightly mute on open A string. So that's that part. Let's go ahead and then count that. So what you do is after you play it, pause for a second, and it goes, and then you got to go 2 notes on the A, and then you got to play and you play groups of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then you play 2 groups of 4, basically entire measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time, 2 groups of 4, one more measure. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it goes back to. So it goes open A, 5th fret, open A, 5th fret again, open A, 3rd fret of your E, and the A. And you play 2 notes on the A, and groups of 4 one time. and then you play groups of 4 twice for one measure. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. One more measure, 2 groups of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you go to so again it goes like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so make sure you count 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. A. So that's a part of it. I will do another video on the chorus for the song. That's pretty cool too. He does something like something like that. We'll go over it next video. Thanks for watching.